Mondays, and so he'll be there as well. In fact, I think he and Joe are tag teaming the broadcast from the event, and
for 3 days.
And do we have tickets for it later on?
I do not know.
Fun with Joe. Okay,
I do not know. Joe will have to let us know.
Anyway, so put that on your list of things to do. It's a fun one. Wow, we got so many fun. I love this time of year for a couple of reasons. One is because it's cool outside right now.
Yeah.
Another is because you got all these things. You got the pumpkin run. You got the FAFO thing happening. You got the Light Up Ocala we're going to talk about later on.
Yeah, we got the Micanopy Art Festival on Saturday. Everything's, all coming
and
together.
And the other one, the one
great.
that happened last weekend, last week
was the Macintosh Art Festival, yeah.
So Mick is further north.
Yes, and that's Saturday.
The Cafe Risque one.
Exactly. Right there.
McNudies.
You won't miss it. That's right. Honey, I have to get off at this exit. Yep, you do.
Galen, is on the phone. Today we're going to talk about sports with Galen for a couple of reasons. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Good. Can you believe we're going to talk about sports?
I'm always shocked. I just don't know which direction it's going to go into. Hopefully it's not badminton or cricket.
No. It's football, and baseball.
Football, and baseball. All right, good.
Yes.
I know a little bit about soccer.
Because I'm asking, I'm actually really, it's not like a list or anything like that. It's just I want your opinion on a couple of stories that were in the news. And then, of course, I want to have an update on what happened last night with your game.
Yeah.
Sure.
So let me. I don't know which one to go first. So I'm trying to think which one you'll run with.
That's about all I have in my brain right now.
Yeah, because I bet you didn't get hardly any sleep.
All right, so hold on to that and do me a favor and don't, because I'm thinking one of these you can go really long with. But don't, because I want you to go along with the baseball game, because there was something in that baseball game too that I read in the news that I need explained. It was a change of decision from the umpires. But don't say yet. Let's hold on to that one. So there were two football stories out of Texas. And I'm going to tell you both of them, and then maybe we can combine the two, and you can tell me your thoughts on it. One is a high school team that beat another high school team 91-0.
Yes.
Okay, you saw that story, and
I read the story.
And there was at least one parent, I think it was a father, who
the mother.
It was a mother?
Mother.
Okay, and she didn't like it. she felt like the team that won was bullying the team that lost. Not that bullying was a technique in how they won, but the fact that they won was a form of bullying. And I thought,
no.
She said they should have stopped at 31.
Oh, gee.
Or something like that, whatever she said.
There's a little backstory you need to know. This team is 6-0, and they've been winning, Larry. This is the important part. They've been winning by an average of 78 points per game. Now, the coach of the winning team came out and said, look, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do. We're just really talented. We're really good. As a coach, you can't tell your kids, look, take it easy on these guys. That's disrespectful for the other team.
Yeah.
Now, the losing coach came out and said, look, I have no problem with what they did. During the game, they actually just let the clock run, so the clock never stopped.
Yeah, I heard that. I read that.
But there was... So, the problem I have with this story is the mom, and I understand a mom wants to protect her child. But to say it's bullying is the wrong message. If your son is playing varsity football, he's got to be able to protect himself, right? Nobody got hurt during the game. I checked that. It's not like they were taunting. It's not like they were going down and saying, you can't tackle me. It was a football game, and one team lost. Guess what? People lose every single day.
Every game.
And
right.
That's right. And it's how you deal with that loss that should define you. And this, to me, it's more embarrassing that the mom brought this up. Because guess what? We would have never heard about this. It would have been a regional story, but heck, 5 other teams got beat by more than 75 points. Right?
Right.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
A regional story, except for this mother who decided that she wanted to defend her child.
Right.
And I'm sure the child was like, yeah, Mom, they're bullying me. I'm sure the son is mortified by all this. They have to be.
All right, well, so we're not arguing on this one.
It turned it into a national story, and I've said this before. I mean, parents get in the way sometimes, and and they mean well. I know the mother meant well, but because she was doing everything she could to protect her child. But in hindsight, I'll bet you if you went back and asked her, "Hey, are you glad you went forward with this bullying claim?" I think she would say, "No, I wish I hadn't done that." So.
Okay. Well, the Associated Press, I don't know this word, Robin, redacted?
I don't know
They
that
removed
word.
her name. It says, a copy of the
They
complaint.
had to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she doesn't want her name out there. A copy of the complaint obtained by the Associated Press quoted a parent whose name was redacted.
Okay.
Redacted? Am I saying the
Erased,
word wrong?
maybe.
You're right. Yeah, removed.
No, it's it. It's removed.
Redact. Anyway, said we all witnessed bullying firsthand. That's what she said, but they took the name away. So I think you're right. Maybe she's regretting it now.
Well, and I think they're probably, and then I saw ESPN did this thing on it. And one of the pundits up there was saying that they took the quote completely out of context. So, and that very well may be in order to make a story, but
Okay.
I'm sure the mother regrets that.
All right. Well, I agree.
It could have been in the heat of the battle. They had just scored their 91st point. I mean, they didn't even tackle a guy. I mean, you know how hard it is to score 91 points
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you
in
this.
48 minutes?
I agree with you, but I was asking myself, would I feel the same way if these were elementary school students?
Well, I mean, I've been a part of games in which
Right.
I've lost by 20 runs and I've won by 20 runs. And that used to bother me. And then I read this study they did on grown-ups. And one of the questions they asked, do you remember any score of any game before you were in high school? And they couldn't remember a single score.
Oh, I think you told us that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that does say
so
something.
It
Yeah.
changes everything.
Yeah.
The parents care more about the score and how they win
Okay.
and how they lose than the kids do.
Okay, now I don't want to take that one too far because I still want to get to the Red Sox story from last night. But the next football story is from the Keller Youth Association football program in northern Texas. The story does not say how old the children are, but
Right.
the Keller Youth Association football program has decided to no longer give out trophies for just showing up. And I thought, well, at my first thought, well, that's a good idea. I mean, why would you give a trophy to a kid just because he showed up? But then again, I mean, maybe a certificate? I mean, if
They're elementary schools.
elementary school, just is a certificate? I don't know. What do you think? So that's the second part of my
Well,
two.
these kids are they're under 14, and I think their minimum age is 7.
Okay.
7 to 14. What they used to do, and some people felt it was demeaning because they don't have, they were just giving participation trophies. So everybody got the same size trophy. And now they're going to a first, second, third, fourth. So that's what I heard about that. And I mean, I think anytime you can reward a child, I think you reward that child because they're going to remember, and that trophy will be up someplace prominent in their bedroom or even in the house.
But you could give a ribbon or something. Give something you participated, right?
But you know what, Larry? Anytime we get an opportunity to recognize our kids, we need to do that. And I've come 180 on this. 15 years ago, I thought, we'll never place again. They may not deserve a trophy. And I've completely changed because if you see a child who has, let's be completely honest, no talent, absolutely zero talent, and they're out there because they're enjoying themselves, they're having a good time, they didn't let them get a trophy. Who cares? Who does it hurt if this team that went 0-7, let's say, gets a trophy? I mean, who's voting that?
Yeah, making a good point.
Does it somehow diminish the team that got first place?
You're making a really good point.
Would it be left? No. I mean, I believe in competition. I believe in competition brings out the best in everyone. But there's nothing wrong with recognize somebody for showing up. Heck, showing up's 90% of the battle.
I show up every day, Robin.
That's right. You do. You need a trophy.
Every
You need a
day.
trophy.
I have no problem
Every
recognizing
day
that.
I'm here.
Every single day.
That's it.
Oh.
You need a trophy.
All right. So I'm teasing. All right. So
So I believe they should get trophies.
yeah. Okay.
Now,
Okay.
if it's a developmental league, there are times in which it may not be affordable to the league. For example, the baseball league that I'm a part of, we don't give out trophies in the fall. That's because it's not about who wins and loses. We really don't even keep score. It's more about practicing and developing skills. So, but we state that up front. So I have no problem with that.
All right. Now the big question, the last night question. Now, first of all, who won?
Well, the Red Sox won. That's why it's in a great mood.
And what was the score?
8-1.
8-1.
Wow. You were moving that
It was
back,
a very
Galen.
enjoyable,
Now-
relaxing game.
Now, in light of my dream yesterday, was there a moment at all? And I'm
Now, did
asking.
you dream last night? Before we get to, did you dream last night?
Oh, there you go. He wants a hint.
I did, but should I tell him my dream? I know I told Robin earlier. I did have a dream. I
better
know.
tell me your
Oh
dream.
my God! I wasn't gonna mention the dream because I don't think it has anything to do with baseball at all. But it's kind of weird.
Go on, bring me your dream, Larry.
All right, I have no idea what this means. Should I tell him? I mean,
Yeah, I think
it
so.
almost sounds really. It almost sounds
think this is
unmanly.
kind of-
I don't know why I would
oh.
dream this. I had a dream that Galen had a beard like the Duck Dynasty guys. I don't know why I would have such a crazy dream, but yeah, I was looking at you. Well, actually, it got longer as we were talking. I mean, not that I saw it
Nice.
grow, but you had a beard,
that.
like a rather full beard.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
I kind of looked away. I was mixing some sound. I guess I was in the production room. And then I turned around and I said, "Did you want to do your voiceover now?" And you had this Duck Dynasty beard. It was like, whoa! Whoa! How did that happen?
Yeah, that's right. That's
And then that was the whole dream. It wasn't like a very elongated dream, and you weren't angry. You weren't batting birds anymore. But
Well, I will tell you, I haven't trimmed my goatee in like 6 weeks.
oh, wow.
really,
It's bushy. Yeah, it's pretty bushy.
okay. So now for the
Calm it
listeners'
down.
sake, I don't see Galen ever. We very rarely see each other, so
Yeah.
I didn't know this,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen pictures on Facebook. So really,
So are you going to keep
Yeah.
it
you're
growing?
gonna have a Duck Dynasty beard?
No, it's not my beard. It's just my goatee. It's about. I told my wife, I said, I'm not shaving my goatee until the playoffs are over.
There you go.
And she laughed.
Oh,
Keep-
wait a minute.
Keep
Keep that goatee right
So there's
now.
a connection
Don't shave
with
it.
the baseball and the beard.
Yeah, so don't shave
the
it.
Boston Red Sox they're all sporting beards and stuff, and so it's
Oh, they are?
it's fear the beard.
The team itself?
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
That's why they don't let
Yeah,
women
some
on.
of them are pretty ugly. Yeah.
Well, don't shave then, Galen, because you might jinx it
Oh
if you
no,
shave.
well, I have to shave the sides. I'm just keeping my goatee.
All right, so now,
Yeah,
okay, so
there you go.
now I went sidetracked because you asked me about the dream, which I was not going to bring up because I thought it had no connection at all.
That brings me. You know what? Now I'm worried because your one yesterday. I'm not going to kid you. I thought about me swatting cardinals all day.
But was there a time in
And,
the game at all? Was there a time in the game at all when you were yelling at the TV?
Yeah.
Okay, what did
every
it?
single game?
Okay, but did it have to do with that umpire call of that? Was the guy who got out?
It really did. Okay, so now you got to understand. At the start of the game,
Right.
my wife, this is the way it went. So I'm like, look, I always like to. My wife and I always like to have, at least 15 minutes where we can just talk to each other and kind of find out what's going on in each other's world.
What's with the beard?
And I said, well,
In her pajamas.
Yeah, I'm like, we got to get. I'm like, look, Red Sox play at 8:00.
Did you tell her about the dream?
No, I didn't, because there was some other stuff. We did have some work related.
Some
stuff we needed to do.
family stuff.
Yeah, and so, and she's like, all right, well, this is what she said. She goes, because I go in the office, because it's further away from all the bedrooms, and I watch it in there, so when I scream and holler, at least there's some
buffer, yeah.
assistant.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I've got some work to do. Is it all right if I go in the office? I'm like, yeah. And she goes, okay. But the Red Sox are. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Just as long as you're in your Red Sox pajamas.
There you
I have
go.
a problem. So, she goes in there and she's working, and she was trying to watch the game and be a part of the family because my boys, they don't have a choice. They have to watch it. And so in the first inning, we're screaming and yelling, and she's like, yeah, go Sox. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I don't know. Just go Sox. You really doesn't. I mean, and I tell him, like, how many baseball games have I made you watch over the years? Easily over 200 baseball games. He has no idea what happens.
Yeah.
So
I can
it's
relate to
pretty
that.
amazing.
I can relate to that. So let me.
But
Go ahead.
you want me to talk about the call?
I do. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. This is just a phone call. I didn't know if you want to go to the phone call or not. Sometimes people do ask about blood.
Go to the phone call first.
All right. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Hi, Hugh.
Hi. See, speaking of dreams and nightmares and stuff, I was just wondering if Galen maybe didn't have a Bucky Dent dream. He'll explain that to you.
Really?
A Bucky
you
Dent
went to
dream.
I
Bucky
have no
Dent?
clue who Bucky
Yeah.
Dent is.
Explain that.
That's it. Well, Bucky Dent played for the New York Yankees, and in 1978, he had a home run that kicked the Red Sox out of the playoffs, and that's the first time. I'll put it this way: that's the first time I ever remember a curse word.
Wow.
But the Red Sox fans, it's not Bucky Dent; it's Bucky bleeping Dent.
Oh.
Oh.
And yeah, that's the first. And I remember now being a Red Sox fan, and my father was a Red Sox fan, and he knew what pain was with his Red Sox. And I was spoiled. In his eyes, he says I was spoiled because they won it in 2004, and I hadn't gotten old yet. But Bucky Dent, I mean, I know them all. So, yeah, I mean, leaving Pedro in 2003.
All right. So what happened last night? So what happened?
Aaron bleeping Boone. So last night there was a play at second base in which there were runners at first and second. Ball hit to the second baseman. Second baseman threw it to the shortstop. The shortstop never truly caught the ball. The umpire called him out and said that the player dropped the ball on the transfer. Now, the transfer is where you reach in the glove and get the ball, and then you're going to throw it. So the umpire said he was out because he dropped it on the transfer. I mean, it was obvious that he dropped the ball. He never caught it.
So they reversed his decision, right?
That's correct. And what was crazy about it is I've never seen that done. I've seen some other plays where they've talked and changed it, but never what I deem as a judgment call. So the umpires got together, and they all said, look, he never caught it. And you can read their lips and say, yeah, he never had it. He never controlled it. And so they changed it, and they called him safe. Now, this was significant because the bases were loaded. So there was one out instead of two out for the Red Sox.
Oh, the Red Sox had the bases loaded. Okay.
Yeah.
The other guys
and
were
it
the
made the
outfield.
bases
Okay.
loaded.
All right.
So with one out. Now, the big thing in this case was, that they had changed the call, and so the other manager was pretty upset. He was even upset after the game, which that's not why they lost, but it was a pretty monumental event.
Okay, now
in the game of baseball.
I have a question about something I read, and if I watched the video, maybe I would understand it better. But the way the article read was that everything you just said, that they looked. Let's see, the spectators could see the rerun, and in slow motion and whatever, and the spectators could tell clearly that the reversed decision was the best decision. Okay, that's what they said. But then they said next year the umpires will be able to use the rerun. So that makes me wonder. Here's the question: can the umpires not use the reruns? Like right now, they can't use video technology. They have to use just their eye. And then next year, that's going to change.
Oh gosh.
Yes,
Good
that's
question.
correct. So right now, the way the replay rule works is you can replay home runs, so to see if it went out of the baseball park or not. So that's what you can judge right now, and so they're going to change that. But I'm not sure if the play that took place last night will be reviewable, because one of the things they're not going to review is infielders, any play that happens in the infield.
Really?
Because the umpire is so close, they're closer to the camera. And the reason that is there's some judgment calls that go on. What they call the neighborhood play at second base, where the second baseman turning a double play may not actually touch the bag.
Well, they do it in horse races.
And that's a safety issue.
They do the photo finish with horse races. They couldn't do the same.
Yeah.
And football.
Well,
too,
'cause
they
It's
do
a
that.
little different. I mean, in football, I'll be honest with you. I think the game of football is the replay rules are just so long, just take so dang long, and I know they're important and all that.
Oh, so that's why that's what nobody wants them, because that takes a long time.
I'm not sure. I don't want it to become one of the things I love about baseball is the human element. I mean, you look at last night. The Cardinals hadn't had 3 errors in a game, but once all year, and they had 3 in the first 3 innings last night. I love the human element of baseball.
Maybe because
In
you were
a
hitting them
lot
with the
of
bat.
ways.
Maybe that's what happened.
Well, there are so many
Yeah.
birds out there right now. Maybe that's at
Yeah,
home. And
it's
they're
weird.
just
It's weird.
up
We're
and
talking.
down that
Yeah,
roof.
yeah. We got a lot of birds outside the window right now. I was thinking the same thing, Robin. That's kind of strange. All right. So,
Albert Hitchcock movie.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
they're all hanging out.
Yeah, they're
there
looking
right
in
now.
too.
They're-
So what I was wondering about, because the article said that if they hadn't changed the ruling and allowed the guy to be safe, right? I got this right? Mm-hmm. If they hadn't reversed the decision of him being out, and then they would have never heard the end of it from the fans, because it would have been constantly
That's
reviewed.
correct.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely. Well, the Red Sox dominated that game, and I mean,
They weren't bullying, were they?
Yeah.
You know what? Professional athletics, you're allowed to bully. They get paid a lot of money. So, but the next guy hits a double, and all 3 runs score. So, if the same events occur, you have first and third. Napoli hits that ball and hits a double. You're still going to score 2 runs. And the Cardinals were never really close after that.
Well, do you think they'll make a comeback tonight, the Cardinals, because they lost by so much?
Well, we'll see. I mean, they got their one of their best pitchers going tonight, and the Red Sox have one of their best pitchers. And I think one of the things that went under the radar when you read all the hype about these 2 teams is the Red Sox have faced the best pitching in the American League throughout the entire playoffs. I mean, they faced David Price. They had Verlander.
And they're all growing beards?
And Scherzer. And yeah, they're all growing beards.
And you're clean shaven today. You had sort of little.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
little beard
I do it every other day.
Some of the beards are really, really ugly.
Red Sox beards.
And some of them are fantastic.
The battle of the beards begins.
But they've all named them. So each beard has a nickname. So
really?
It's good stuff.
What'd you name your beard?
Mine is just mine. I don't know.
Mine.
Nobody's named it. and I've been a Red Sox
Would you
fan
name it
for
after me?
As long as I can really remember.
Would you
want
name
me to call my? I like you a lot. I just don't want you on my face.
No, but I mean, it would be funny if you would just say, "Hey, by the way, I got a name for my beard now." What do you call it?
From henceforth, call my beard Larry.
Larry, yeah.
All right. All right. Is this some type of sponsorship? Are you gonna kick in money to me or something?
You get the Larry.
Is this an endorsement?
Let me give the names, the beard names.
But I have been a Red Sox fan for a very, very long time, and this is one of my favorite teams that I've ever learned about, read about. I haven't met any of these guys or anything, but just to watch, it's one of my favorite seasons I've ever had, because I had no expectations. I mean, I had 0 expectations, and just the more I watch these guys and the more I hear them, in their interviews, the more I like them, and that's pretty awesome. There's times like when you have teams and you're like, I really don't like this core group of players, like the Dallas Cowboys right now. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I can't like that team. I just don't like the way they play. I don't like what they represent right now.
All right.
The Red Sox, I love.
All right,
Absolutely love them.
I just Googled this. I don't even know what city newspaper I'm on. It's probably a Boston newspaper, but this is what it says. Red Sox fans, join our playoff beard photo contest. We'll publish the best images, and the first prize photo will win a Red Sox t-shirt and cap.
Wow.
Send your beard photos, including the name you have given your beard, to Sox Gear.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, it's in baseball in Boston. If you've ever had the opportunity to go to Fenway Park, to me it's a church. It's a church of baseball, and I love it. I've been to Busch Stadium where the Cardinals play, and I've been to Fenway, and I've been, I think, 24 different baseball parks, professional baseball parks. And Fenway is by far and away the best.
Is that the Green Monster?
Fantastic.
Is Fenway the Green Monster?
Yep.
Oh,
yep,
okay.
Sure is.
I can't find any of the names that they're giving the beards. I'll have to keep looking later.
Oh, for the Red Sox, I mean, there's one called the Pineapple. That's my favorite. That's Tristan's favorite. Is the Pineapple.
Because it looks like
St. Victorino. The guy who was wearing it's from Hawaii.
Oh, okay. All right.
They should have Halloween costumes this year with all the beards from the Red Sox.
Oh, they do.
Oh, okay.
They do.
Oh, there's a photo here of all these guys, all the fans wearing fake beards walking in. Even women have these fake beards as they're going into the stadium.
And then Johnny Gomes, who's he's not the best player on the team, but he's by far and away the guy I most like on this team. Like, if I was to take one of them out to dinner, it would be Johnny Gomes. Johnny Gomes and I can hang out for a long time, but he calls his Ironsides after the USS Constitution.
I found them. The Ironsides. I'm looking at it. Yeah, the Ironsides, the blue collar, the saltine, the sick flow, the wolf, the siesta, the tease, the sure thing, the Canuck, the buck with the K.
Canuck is Ryan Gibson.
And the K is backwards. The pineapple, there you go. And the sphincter.
The sphincter?
Yeah.
What is that one? Is he from Egypt?
Mike.
Sphincter.
It says Mike. I can't read it. It's too small. Mike something?
Napoli.
I don't know. Mike Carp, maybe?
The sphincter.
Oh, yeah, it's Mike Carp. Yeah.
His is called the sphincter.
Gosh.
What do I call it, the sphincter?
He's from Egypt, maybe.
Oh.
Because of the Sphinx.
Did you see the beard?
Well, not really. Let me show Robin. See, there's like a chart. It's
not really.
I see. Oh, those are like those guys with the magnet stuff, you play with when you're a little kid and you draw the little,
I mean, and they made
little iron things.
They started growing these in spring training.
Oh, no.
Right? So they started growing them back in March. And Johnny Gomes and Napoli just decided they weren't going to shave anymore. and it just spread. And so now just about everybody on the team's got a beard.
Oh, there's a contest here. All they show is their beard. You have to guess who the player is.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, I could do that. It's the world is better when your team wins.
I would just say this.
Yes,
I would just say this. Don't go on any airplane flights with a beard like that. I mean, if it looks like this looks like.
Oh yeah, you're going to security.
Yeah. This looks like racial profiling waiting to happen.
I don't shave. If I don't shave before I fly, I already get. You with me, you're in this line. And the people I travel with, they think it's hilarious.
I bet they do.
And it's like, okay, all right. And I have no problem with racial profiling. Look. Yeah. We are all judged by the color of our skin.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We can't help it if the idiot before us did stupid things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. One guy has yellow fillings in this team.
Oh.
They showed him screaming.
Ew. Disgusting.
Well, no, they look like... Have you seen the guy with the yellow fillings?
Oh, is it real gold?
Yeah. Yellow molars or something? It doesn't look like gold. It looks like yellow.
Oh.
No, they're just yellow.
Do you know what I'm talking? Not yellow like tar and like stained. It's like that's the color. Like a pretty yellow, like a lemon.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
Oh, way to go. I'll show you when I can find it here. All right.
Who
Rob,
would want that?
Rob, we need a segue from something. From beards, I guess.
Well, it's just really amazing to me that when one team loses, they always blame it on the winning team, or they single out one particular guy in the winning team that that particular guy made them lose. But nobody's a loser when you go to Life South Community Blood Centers, because everybody's on the winning team, and that's the team of life.
Amen.
I typed in Red
There you
Sox
go.
yellow molars. I can't find it. Okay, if you can't... oh, no. Where's the Bloodmobile today?
Bloodmobile's actually at my alma mater, Highlands Elementary School.
Oh,
on
okay.
36th Avenue.
All right. All right.
Are your boys wearing their Red Sox T-shirts today?
Tristan's got his on today. Caleb does not. He wore his yesterday.
Oh, that's
so. If they lose, then we're gonna have to change that up.
You better buy him a beard. He got to
That's
buy the
right.
boys a beard. I know it's too young
We
for them.
did. Yeah, we did. We went down to the Rays game.
Oh, gosh, that's fun.
Alex has a beard. When I went to see him run, he's got a full beard.
Yeah.
Alex.
There you go.
He looks good.
He's a man, Larry.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, beards are cool right now. Let's be honest. I mean, the Robertsons from Duck Dynasty have made beards cool.
Yeah, but those are, I mean, those are in
Those are
competition with ZZ Top.
Yeah, those are
you know?
ZZ Top beards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can lose everything in there.
That's right.
You could lose a duck in there.
Yep.
All right. So
You know what? I have no opportunity in the world to grow a beard like that, though.
why?
Like that long, because
Your job?
my facial hair doesn't go that way. It curls up.
Oh.
Oh, you really will look like a terrorist.
Oh yeah. No doubt. I'll be like,
Yeah.
if I said Allah Akbar, I get shot.
Oh. Oh.
They're like, what is he doing?
All right. If you can't get to the Bloodmobile, then you
Yes.
go on Silver Springs Boulevard to Life South. That's where it is.
Yes.
And if you're in Denellen, where would you go, Robin?
Right next door to Sweet Bay.
And remember, we didn't mention it much, but
Hey.
donate blood. Donate blood.
donate,
Donate blood.
We do need platelets. We really, really need platelets. So come in and to our center and donate apheresis. Ask about it.
Okay.
Galen, have you ever
LifeSouth.org. We got a lot of information about it there.
thought about calling it home platelets?
Ooh.
Home platelets.
Yeah, in
That's
honor of
good.
baseball.
Sure.
Donate some home platelets.
And get a
pretty
hot
clever.
dog.
Get a hot dog, yeah.
Get a hot dog.
Hash
Donate
browns on
home
the
platelets.
side.
There you go. Get a free beard when you donate.
Free beard.
That would be fun.
We've done that before.
Oh, wow.
If you've had a beer, then you've been beard.
There you go. Yeah.
I knew a Tom Beard once.
Give blood. It'll put hair on you.
You know, the three guys in ZZ Top, two of them had beards, and the third one did not, but his name was Beard.
Yeah. And he died, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah, he's
He
the-
died, yeah.
before.
Yeah, he's the guy who died, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Galen, you have a great day. That was fun. Fun topic.
All right. You guys are the best.
All
Thanks,
right.
y'all.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Next time you get a fountain drink at a fast food joint, you might want to skip the ice. That's because samples found that their ice contained higher levels of bacteria than samples of water taken from their toilets. You and I may have a virtual doppelganger out there. That's somebody with a nearly identical name and email address as you. Keep the office at about 75, 77 degrees. You'll see productivity soar and your workers will feel much happier.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Stay informed on everything going on in the villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
All right, 27 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's see what the price of gasoline is doing. Right now, it's $3.29 a gallon on average in Ocala for a gallon of regular unleaded. That's down 2 cents since yesterday. $3.29 in Denellen. The Marathon station over there is reporting $3.18 a gallon. 22 minutes ago, the Circle K in Denellen was calling you with $3.19 a gallon. So both best prices are in Denellen. In Ocala, the best price called in 2 hours ago. The Kangaroo station on 441, $3.26 a gallon down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again that time of year to vote for Ocala Magazine's Best of the Best. Each year, you have the power to go online and vote for your favorite chef, restaurant, hotel, and of course, your favorite radio show. So go online to OcalaMagazine.com and vote for Larry and Robin in the morning on WOCA, The Source.
Jacob, you forgot the voice of Ocala with Buddy Martin.
Ah, yes, of course. Then also vote for the voice of Ocala with Buddy Martin.
No, Jacob, they can't vote for both.
Well, that does present a problem. How do they decide?
I don't really care, just as long as they vote.
Are you always like this?
Like what?
So charming and friendly.
Oh, then yes, I am. Now wrap it up already.
Okay then, to recap, go to OcalaMagazine.com and vote for anyone you want, as long as it's Larry and Robin in the morning or the voice of Ocala with Buddy Martin on WOCA, The Source. How's that?
It'll do.
Hey, it's Christy with Ocala Mac and PC Repair and Ocala Guest Wi-Fi to let you know we have you covered. We are the only local certified Apple and Microsoft computer company in Ocala. We are family owned and operated. From mobile repair to wireless networks, viruses, new systems, or security cameras, we do it all. Check us out online, OcalaMacPC.com, or give us a call, 352-566-8324.
Tell them Nick, Madison, or Mason sent you and get free diagnostic.
Get your internet telephone service from the company that brought affordable internet service to Ocala in the first place. All Is Safe is a sister company of Ocala Guest Wi-Fi, a company you've known and trusted for all your internet needs. Whether you need a phone or hundreds, we've got the products and services to meet your needs both now and in the future. Our plans include everything from local and long-distance calling to equipment maintenance and even software upgrades. You can count on All Is Safe to give you cost certainty knowing that your bill will be the same next week, next month, or even next year. Call 352-450-8647 today to learn how to cut your monthly telephone bill up to 60%.
Florida State back home at the Doak this Saturday after the big win at Clemson last week, and Bobby Bowden will be in the house to plant the spear. Listen to the Noles against NC State, 3:30 Saturday afternoon on WOCA.
This is the Huckabee Report for Thursday. I'm Mike Huckabee. I'll bet you never imagined the latest IRS scandal would involve them giving away too much money. Details next. Police called and broke the bad news to Charles. His personal and financial information was found on an identity thief's computer disk. Nervous and confused, Charles called LifeLock, the industry leader in identity theft protection. LifeLock went into action, uncovering multiple fraudulent credit applications the identity thief was trying to open in his name. LifeLock shut him down and helped him restore his good name and credit. Charles found out the hard way that identity theft is a global crime, a crime that's become so complex you just can't fight it alone. Stories like this remind me why I chose to protect myself and my family with LifeLock Ultimate. Don't wait for a call from the police before you take action. Do what I did. Arm yourself with LifeLock Ultimate. Visit lifelock.com/Huckabee for details and my special 10% discount. Or call and mention Huckabee to get my special 10% discount. Call 1-800-240-LOCK, 1-800-240-LOCK, 1-800-240-LOCK.
Network does not cover all transactions and scope may vary.
Over the past 10 years, the Internal Revenue Service has paid up to $132.6 billion in bogus earned income tax credit claims, the credit that allows the working poor who don't make enough to pay taxes to get the equivalent of a tax refund check anyway. Now, it's designed to encourage people to work instead of applying for welfare. But anytime the government offers free money, there's always going to be some scammers showing up with tote bags. The Inspector General has been warning about this problem for 2 years, but the IRS claims it's just too big and complicated a job, verifying that all those applicants for the Earned Income Tax Credit really qualify. And besides, they're about to be too busy, verifying that the tens of millions of applicants for free money of the Obamacare insurance subsidies really do qualify. There are a couple of interesting new Gallup polls out this week. In one, a record 60% of Americans said they believe the federal government has too much power. 81% of Republicans believe that, 65% of independents, and even 38% of Democrats believe the federal government is too powerful. Meanwhile, a separate Gallup poll found that a record 58% of Americans now favor legalizing marijuana. That number is up 10 points in just 1 year. For the first time ever, a clear majority are pro-pot. Well, maybe they're not all that clear, but they are a majority. And as to whether there's a connection between 6 out of 10 Americans thinking the federal government is too powerful and 6 out of 10 Americans approving of using recreational drugs to escape reality, Well, I'll leave that up to you to decide. Finally, I'm a big believer in music education, and studies show that kids who play an instrument do better in school. And it helps bring shy kids out of their shells. I've often said that if I hadn't gotten a guitar from my parents for Christmas one year, I might never have become a governor. But now researchers in Germany have discovered a new benefit of making music. It can keep you physically fit. We've all been to exercise classes that play music to work out by, but the German scientists found that actually making music while you work helps even more. They created a weight training machine that made different propulsive musical beats when you did different exercises, sort of like a sweat-powered boombox. Test subjects who made music while exercising found the workout to be more pleasant and less strenuous than those who worked out just as hard without making the music. In fact, they theorized that the human love of music might have evolved because making music makes physical work easier. Those 7 dwarfs who whistled while they worked really were onto something. And this is the Huckabee Report.
Howdy folks, RL here. I want to tell you about the best $5 bargain anywhere. For a limited time, Dairy Queen at Silver Springs is offering a sandwich or chicken strips, fries, a medium drink, and a sundae for only $5 till 4 p.m. And new on the menu is the Orange Julius line of real fruit smoothies, including protein smoothies. Our fresh-made garden salads go great with a fruit smoothie. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Look who just walked in the room. Joel Wiesner from What's Up Ocala. Hey, Joel, I'm looking for something to do this weekend. You got any ideas?
Absolutely. Check out our event calendar online at www.whatsupocala.com, and there is plenty of events there for you. Daily news updates to event reviews and magazine articles.
Really?
We've organized it all in one place online for you to cut through all of the hassle of finding something to do this weekend. We have a daily event calendar, a bi-monthly magazine, and we also do daily news articles.
All right, Joel, that's perfect. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Whatsupocala.com.
Universal Soil Solutions. Steps to solving the sinkhole process. Step 1, be skeptical.
I had interviewed